Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are perfectly fine and doing your studies at your home. Students, this is Saumitri Yadav, Assistant Teacher of Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, which is situated in Golam Bazar, Gorakhpur. Students, I am here with a new online video class in which we will discuss the informal letter which is given in your chapter number 2, and the question number is M. After this we will discuss the exercise and the word meaning of the poem Our Strange Lingo. So let's start from the informal letter which is given in the chapter number 3. So students, what is the question number M? Question number M is about the informal letter. So what is the question? Imagine that you are Emma Will. After you return home to Amberley, you want to write a letter to your aunt to tell her about the magic book you found in her bedroom. Write about your experiences and how the book helped you to understand your mistake. Students, this is an informal letter. So, the question is, imagine that you are Emma Will and you have and after returning home to Amberley, you are writing a letter to your aunt. Okay, and in this letter you are going to describe about the magical book that you found in her bedroom. Okay, and in this letter you will write the experiences and how the book helped you to understand your mistake. Okay, you have to write your experience and also how the book helped you to understand your mistake. So let's start. Firstly, in the informal letter we have to write the address. Okay, you have to write the address, and address is given in on your screen. Address is 24 Chandni Chowk, New Delhi. Students, it depends upon you. You can write another address. It's depend upon you. So after that you will leave one line. Okay, and in the next line you will mention the date of today. After that you will write dear aunt, and then you will start writing your letter. Firstly you will give your introduction. I hope you fine there and I am also happy here. Dear aunt, I have to tell you something about the magical book which I find in your bedroom. This book was a picture alphabet book. I saw some places name and the time of train which was also mentioned. I wanted to go to Whitby, so I had traveled there by train. In train I saw some fruits, ice creams, potatoes for me. When I reached at the platform, Mayor welcomed me. He made me realize that it was my fault. I should take permission before touching others' things. I was also surprised to see you at there. We both realized our mistake. At last, I found myself in your arms. This was such a great magical book. This book taught me a lesson. We should not touch other people's things without taking permission. We will meet soon. Goodbye, dear aunt. So students, this is the informal letter about which we had discussed today. So students, in this book, in this informal letter, we have discussed the experiences and how the book helped you to understand your mistake. Okay, so after the informal letter, let's discuss about the word meaning of the poem, which is our strange lingo. So students, let's start. First word is freak. Freak. First word is freak, and what is the meaning of freak? Freak means very unusual. Freak means very unusual. Now the second meaning is tomb. What is the meaning of tomb? Tomb is a place of burial. Okay, a place of burial. It is a place where the dead bodies are buried. Okay, now the third meaning is mood. What is the meaning of mood? Mood is a shaped container. Now fourth word is wherefore. What is the meaning of wherefore? Wherefore means why. Okay, let's discuss again the word meaning of the poem. First is freak. Freak means very usual. What is the meaning of tomb? Tomb means place of burial. Third is mood. What is the meaning of mood? A shaped container. Now fourth, what is the meaning of wherefore? Wherefore means why. So these are the word meaning of the poem, which is Our Strange Lingo. Now students, let's discuss about the question answer which are given in the poem. So this is the question number B, in which you have to write the answer of the questions. So your first question is, whom does the poet refer to by the maker of the verse? Students, when we are reading the poem, this phrase, the maker of the phrase, comes in the poem, and now you have to write the answer. Whom does the poet refer to by the maker of the verse? पोएट ने द मेकर ऑफ द वर्स किसके लिए किसे रेफ़र किया है, इसका आपको आंसर राइट करना है. सो द आंसर इज़ द मेकर ऑफ द वर्स रेफर्स टू वन हु मेक्स द वर्ड. Students, in this poem we have seen there are some words which are spelled differently, but they don't have any rhyming scheme. They have no any rhyme. So these words are very confusing word. Okay, and it is very tough to learn. So the maker of the verse refers to one who makes the word. ऐसा व्यक्ति जो वर्ड्स को मेक करता है. So the maker of the verse refers to one who makes the word. Now students, let's move to the question number 2. Question number 2 is, give an example of your own of two words in English that resemble each other in spelling but don't rhyme. Students, in this question you have to write down the two words, okay, which resemble each other, जो एक ही जैसे होते हैं, but in spelling में वो लोग एक ही जैसे राइट किए जाते हैं, but they don't have any rhyme, लेकिन उनकी कोई भी राइम नहीं होती है. So you have to write down the two words, and you can see on the screen the two words are polish and poolish. Okay, so first word is polish, and we pronunciate it like paw, P-A-W, paw, L-I-S-H, polish. And what is the meaning of polish? Polish means to make something shine by rubbing. Okay, to make something shine, just like shoe polish. Okay, when we rub the polish on the shoes, it become shiny. So polish means to make something shine, and we pronunciate it polish. And now what is the meaning of Polish? Polish means something who is from Poland. Poland is a country. Okay, and the person who belongs to Poland is called Polish. Okay, the person who belongs to Poland is called Polish. Okay, so now students, you can say the pronunciation of these two words are different. First word Polish, P-A-W-L-I-S-H, we pronunciate it as it P-A-W-L-I-S-H, Polish. And now second is Polish, P-O-H-L-I-S-H. Now students, you can see the difference between the pronunciation of these two words. I hope you have understand the question number 1 and question number 2. Now let's revise the question number 1 and question number 2. So the first question is, whom does the poet refer to by the maker of the verse? Answer is, the maker of the verse refers to one who makes the word. The maker of the verse refers to one who makes the word. Now the question number 2 is, give an example of your own of two words in English that resemble each other in spelling but do not rhyme. So these two words are, you can see on the screen that these two words are, first one is polish and second is Polish. Okay, what is the meaning of polish? Polish means to make something shine. And what is the meaning of Polish? And the Polish means someone who is from Poland. Okay, so these are the question answer and the word meaning, and also the informal letter which we have discussed in today's video lecture. Students, you will write this informal letter in your CW copy, and also you will write the word meaning of the poem in your CW copy, and you will also write the question answer in your CW copy as well as in your fair copy. I hope this is clear to you everyone. In the next video lecture, we will discuss the next chapter. Till then, you will revise all the question answer of the poem and also the chapter number 3. Okay, thank you everyone.